What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Underestimated Podcast. It's host Jamie. I'm back with another episode. Welcome back to episode 28, y'all. Um, Things have been all over the place. I apologize. I'm still like with this podcast. I'm always thinking of new ways to enhance the content, make it better for y'all. But I'm also playing piggyback and catching up on videos that I haven't put out yet. So it's a little bit of kind of embracing the new and kind of embracing the old as well. And so, kind of fortunate to kind of do this video today because it's old, but the things kind of surrounding it at this point in time is pretty new. So at the time you'll see this, the Cooper flag committing this to Duke will already be out. And really, in there, you will see, I pretty much talked about whether he can submit himself in the Duke men's basketball Mount Rushmore. I'm not going to say I really wasn't supposed to, but really I was just supposed to talk about his commitment there. I really wasn't supposed to talk about him submitting himself to the Mount Rushmore because the title that I have set for this video is talking about the Mount Rushmore. So I'm going to be talking about it again. That's my apologies. I didn't know. But all in all, I think it's still fun to add in there. So I'm not going to get into it very deeply. I mean, if y'all want to hear my thoughts on it, leave it in the comments and I'll make a video on it. But I'm sure, as some of you have already seen, the altercation between South Carolina and LSU in the SEC championship game last night. I was even talking about women's college basketball. That is not the basis around the video, but to talk about a team and a player from one of those teams in this video or in this episode, that that factor of it may be exciting to all of you all. I mean, I'm not even gonna get into it because I think if I even touch on just a little bit, I'm gonna end up going into it further than I want to. So the whole purpose of this episode is to talk about one of the young ladies on the South Carolina women's basketball team being Malaysia Fulwiley. As y'all know, I am a South Carolina native. Anytime South Carolina does anything good, I am always in support of it. And I don't know Milaysia Fulwiley personally, but I have seen her play before in person because where I'm from, we have been fortunate to, make it to Columbia and, be in contention for some state titles. And, well, I've seen her play in person. She's a dog, and she went right up the road and went to go play at South Carolina, as I expected. But man, she is special. She's probably, usually every year I can pick somebody off Carolina team that I like to watch the most. But as far as this year, I believe she is the most exciting player to watch on South Carolina's team. South Carolina's loaded. I mean, there's Malaysia, there's Tahina Pow Pow. Tina Pow Pow, obviously Camila Cardoso, Bree Hall, Raven Johnson, let's see, Tessa Johnson, Chloe Kitts. Am I missing? I know I'm missing some people. But anyway, that's all I'll touch on. We have a lot of exciting players, but as far as like showstopper, like highlight reel, that has been legit for a while. I believe personally, and I mean, it's kind of funny that I say this because there's also another person who resides from South Carolina. But Ja Morant, I feel like she's the female version of Ja Morant. Because the way she attacks the basket, the way she can pass, the way she can fake with the pass. I mean, I saw her do a Rajon Rondo like move where she's in midair and she's about to go around the back, but she actually extends her arm and then actually lays the ball up. it's a beautiful thing to see. I mean, she's been coming out of the gate. I mean, she was making highlight plays her first actual game of the season against. Oh, I can't think of who it was against. I want to say it was Ole Miss, but don't quote me on that. But I gotta actually check. Okay, so according to this, her first game was actually against Notre Dame. I don't know where I was thinking about Ole Miss for, but it was actually against Notre Dame. Now I didn't do this for Cooper, but I'm gonna do it for Malaysia for Wiley. But that's my apologies. I wasn't thinking about doing it, which I should have, but that's my fault. Well, actually, on second thought, I cannot do that. What I was going to do was kind of go through her past accolades, which I usually do with all people that I recognize on this podcast. I kind of make sure they're taken care of and introduced and recognized. Give them their flowers as they rightfully so deserve. But looking at it, she does not have a Wikipedia page, which is kind of alarming to me because no one on the South Carolina women's basketball team has a Wikipedia page except for sophomore guard Ashton Watkins, which is surprising to me because not even Camila Cardoso has a Wikipedia page, and she's a top 10 projected pick in the WBA draft in 2024. But this is not bashing Wikipedia, so we're not going to do such a thing. Anyway, but I can give you her stats on the season. So her stats on the year, she is averaging 12, we'll round up for. So 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, a block, and 2 turnovers. Shooting 44% from the field and 32% from 3, 79% from the free throw line. Shooting splits aren't the best, but you have to also remember she's a freshman. And I've come out and said, obviously not publicly, y'all have heard me say it, but to my peers and the ones around me that I believe she should be starting. I love Raven Johnson, and I love Pow Pow, but it's just certain moments that I feel like she can just make plays that I feel would enhance South Carolina's defense even more. I'm sorry, offense even more. But I guess when you think about it, she's kind of like that. You've seen guys. Well, I don't want to bring it to guys necessarily, but I'm just to kind of get a better understanding of what I'm trying to say. You look at guys that come off the bench that you could have thought had been starters. Like you look at what Jordan Poole was once for the Warriors, and then Jamal Crawford, early Manu Ginobili before he got a starting job. I'm trying to think of other guys that were like 6-man, because she's really like the sixth woman of the team, and she comes in and she gives those starter like vibes. Is the only one I can think of. I think I'm gonna just leave it at that. Jamal, Manu, and Jordan Poole. Anyway, she had that same effect to come off the bench and have the play of a starter, basically. I mean, like I said, she can do it all, and she defends. Like I said, she's averaging nearly a block and 2 steals per game. Like I said, I think she's the female version of John Morant. They both don't really shoot the ball from the perimeter exceptionally well, but finishing at the basket, playmaking, ball handling are all things that they specialize in. And I believe she's special. She's a freshman, so usually with the way things work on the women's side, rather more specifically, she'll probably be a starter by her junior year. Because it all depends on now with the NCAA and this new eligibility thing, players can stay in the NCAA 100 years as long as they just keep applying for eligibility. So I don't know who's gonna come back. I am almost certain that Cardoso is gonna leave, but I mean we could honestly probably bring the whole team back, and if that's the case, then she'll more than likely be right back on the bench next season. But I mean she's special. She's something that I haven't seen in a long time. I think from the guard position, she's like probably the best I've seen since Zaya Cook. And I mean, that's not too long ago. I think that's just like a season in between. I thought Zaya was special. She was real shifty with the ball. She could I wouldn't say they're similar. So I don't think Zaya was the defender that Malaysia Fulwiley is. But before I get into anything, I'm gonna get into what I think whether she can make the South Carolina women's basketball Mount Rushmore. I definitely think she has a chance. I am really high on Malaysia Fulwiley. She's someone I kind of ride for more personally because of where she's from, and it's kind of more closer to home for me. So she hits home for me as a person, and that's just an individual. Who I think is on there already? So obviously Asia Wilson. She has a statue outside of Carolina, so that's obvious that she's on there. I'm gonna say Aaliyah Boston. She may have a statue sooner rather than later. So I'm gonna go Asia Wilson. I'm gonna say Aaliyah Boston and to put two on there. I was not gonna put her on there now. I don't believe she's there at all now. You don't make it in the Mount Rushmore as a freshman unless you really pop off. And I mean, she popped off, but not like that to be in the Mount Rushmore just yet. But by the time she graduates, or at least goes to the WNBA, I believe she'll be there. Who else would I put there though? It was actually kind of tough. My heart and my mind kind of wants to agree on Tiffany Mitchell because she was a dog back at Carolina. I want to go Tiffany Mitchell, and I could go Cardoso because she's won a national championship. Mm. I mean, we've just had so many great women come from our program that it's really tough. Sorry, I was looking through all of these. I'm gonna put Tiffany Mitchell in there. Throughout the course of her career, she averaged 14 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, shooting 77% from the free throw line, 40% from three, and 45% from the field. So I'm gonna put her there. Lastly, it took me a while to get to Tiffany Mitchell and fully zone in on that. I'm gonna put Cardoso in there. She already won a national championship, and I believe that when she comes out and declares for the WBA draft after the season, she'll be a two-time NCAA champion. And so that alone would cement her in the Mount Rushmore for me. So I'm gonna go Asia Wilson, Cardoso, Tiffany Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston. Now let's get back to Malaysia Fulwiley. So Malaysia Fulwiley's pursuit of a place on the South Carolina women's basketball Mount Rushmore is a journey marked by both individual brilliance and collective achievement. To secure her legacy, she must navigate a path defined by skill, leadership, character, and I would say team success. At the core of Fulwiley's quest is her basketball prowess. Blessed with a formidable skill set, she possesses the tools necessary to leave an incredible mark on the court. Fulwiley's ability to handle the ball with finesse, execute precise passes, and score from various positions makes her a dynamic threat on offense. Whether it's orchestrating the offense as a point guard or providing a scoring punch as the shooting guard, her versatility allows her to adapt to different roles and situations. Now, defensively, Fulwiley's tenacity and instincts enable her to kind of disrupt opposing players and create turnovers. Her commitment to excellence in every aspect of the game sets her apart and lays the foundation for her to ascend to the upper echelons of South Carolina's women's basketball history. Beyond her physical attributes, Fulwiley's leadership qualities are instrumental in shaping her legacy. As a captain and role model, she sets the tone for her teammates through her work ethic, resilience, and positive attitude. In practice sessions and games, Fulwiley leads by example, pushing herself and her teammates to reach new heights. Her ability to inspire and motivate others fosters a culture of excellence and camaraderie within the team, propelling them to greater success. Whether rallying her teammates during a crucial moment or providing guidance to younger players, Fulwiley's leadership leaves an inevitable impact on the program. Off the court, Fulwiley's influence extends far beyond the confines of the basketball court, engaging with the community through charitable endeavors, outreach programs, and mentor initiatives. She becomes a beacon of hope and inspiration. Fulwiley understands that the importance of using her platform to make a positive difference in the lives of others as she embraces this responsibility with humility and grace, whether it's volunteering at local schools, participating in youth basketball clinics, or advocating for social justice cases or causes rather. She leverages her platform to effect meaningful change and leave a lasting legacy of compassion and service. Which I think I kind of want to get into that, portion of what I just said a little bit more because, the Mount Rushmore is kind of just a little bit bigger than basketball. It's kind of what you do for the state and the city as well. And, necessarily Asia Wilson didn't do this for the city per se, but I think it's still something to highlight. She did just come out with a book called Dear Black Girls. It's out everywhere. You can go get it. I think I'm going to get it, not for the purpose of it being like to read it, because obviously I'm not a black girl. I am a black male, so I really would have no purpose of reading it. But just to support her and what she's doing and to come from where I'm from, of course I'm going to obviously support. I may just, use it as like a decoration to hang it up or put it up somewhere, but I'll probably never ever read into it because it would have no purpose and beneficiary to me. But anyway, while individual accolades are significant, Fulwiley understands the true greatness is measured by team success. Championships and notable achievements on the national stage serve as the ultimate validation of her legacy. Fulwiley's relentless pursuit of excellence fuels her desire to lead her team to victory, whether it's capturing conference titles or making deep runs in the NCAA tournament. As she battles alongside her teammates, she understands that their collective triumphs will cement her legacy in South Carolina's women's basketball history. Fulwiley embraces the challenge of competing at the highest level, knowing that each victory brings her one step closer to achieving her ultimate goal. To conclude all of this, I would like to say that Milaysia Fulwiley's journey to the South Carolina women's basketball Mount Rushmore is a testament to her unwavering commitment to excellence, both on and off the court. Through her exceptional basketball skills, exemplary leadership, community engagement, and dedication to team success, she embodies the values and traditions of the program. As she continues to write her legacy, Fulwiley leaves an inevitable mark on the rich tapestry of South Carolina's women's basketball history, securing her place amongst the legends of the game. Now, I want to say this. I think it's a very bright spot to add. You look at, of course we have had I don't know if y'all just heard that plane, but it's a plane that just flew over my house. I don't think y'all heard that, but if y'all did, I apologize. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so you look at it, we've had a lot of bigs to come through the program. Aaliyah Boston, Asia Wilson. As of right now, Camila Cardoso, Victoria Saxton, Bree Bill, Letitia Mehier, Am I missing anybody? I mean, I'm sure I am, but anyway, what I'm saying is, of course, we've done that, but we've also had a lot of great guards that come through our program, and I think what that says is it's just a testament to Don Staley, because as y'all know, Don Staley played point guard. I'm looking at the jersey right now. I can't even think of the team. Give me a sec. I gotta do it right. The Charlotte Sting, yo. I was looking at her in that jersey in my mind, and I couldn't think what was the name of the team on the jersey. I just saw a bunch of letters and couldn't figure out what it was in my mind. But it was the Charlotte Sting. That was the team that she played for. She was the ninth pick in the 1999 WNBA draft out of Virginia. I'm trying to find her stats. Okay, well, here's her playing career stats. She's a six-time WNBA All-Star. She's on the WNBA 10th anniversary team, the WNBA 15th anniversary team, two-time ABL All-Star, two-time Honda Sports Award, two-time Naismith College Player of the Year, two-time WBCA Player of the Year, two-time USBWA Player of the Year, and two-time ACC Player of the Year. That is her highlights and awards as a player. To me, go all the way back to college. I didn't want to do that, but anyway, I'm trying to find her stats from her playing career. Okay, wait. I think I might have found it. So throughout the course of her playing career, she averaged a total of, go round up for Dawn, of course. Go all the way down the stat line. So 7 points, 2 turnovers, a steal, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, 82% from the free throw line, 38% from three, 40% from the field. That's about it. And she had a career high averaging 11 points a game her rookie year. Yeah, her rookie year. So that's what I say that to say that, like, we've had a plethora of point guards to have been great. Right now we have Raven Johnson, who is Hollywood Raven. Hollywood Raven is cold. Love Ray. Obviously love Milaysia Fulwiley. Tina Pow Pow. Tessa Johnson. Other guards we've had in the past. Zaya Cook. Destiny Henderson. We've actually had Tia Cooper for a while. Tiffany Mitchell. Other people we've had that were guards. Did I say Destiny Henderson? Yeah, Destiny Henderson. If I didn't say her already, I thought I just did. I feel like I'm missing some people. Anywho, I think that comes from a testament of Don Staley, the great point guard that she was, and she just kind of knows how to enhance and bring the best out of her guards. Like, speaking of, like, just yesterday, I'm watching the LSU and Carolina game, and I'm looking at Raven Johnson trying to go out there and put forth the best performance that she's probably had all year. I mean, I'm seeing her take shots that I'm like, wow. But I did hear a commentator say during the game that Don Staley kind of emphasized, I don't know if it was public, I mean, I guess it had to be publicly if it ended up getting to a commentator, but it was that she emphasized to Raven Johnson that I want you to be more aggressive on the offensive side of the ball. And then it was a point where she made like 2 threes in a row, and I think she took like maybe 4 threes in a row where she was kind of maybe the less she might have been heat checking. But anyway, just her being aggressive, and I love it. I think she kind of realized how the game was kind of going along, and she just kind of picked up on that from a mental standpoint. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna be more aggressive. But that's kind of all I have to say. This kind of was a short little episode. I mean, I didn't expect it to be crazy long. Is there anything else I want to touch on? Let's see. This is the first of 3 episodes I'm gonna record today. I have to do 2 after this. And so I already have one in the tank, which is, well, by the time you see this, it would already be out. So the Cooper Flag episode, which would be episode 27. This is episode 28. And I have to look to my thumbnail to see what 29 and 30 are. But anyway, Salk at you Saturday, Salk Saturday. That will be out this Saturday. Episode 3 will be out this Saturday. I have to get it together because now the season's ended, and that has now become something that's not current either. But to y'all, it's gonna be current anyway. And it may be some different things that I can incorporate in there. So we'll see. All about the help of my guy, coach, coaching staff. Anyway, not really getting into that because I don't really. Anyway. Let me stop rambling. I appreciate y'all for the love and support. We're only going up from here. Also, for the interview with Owen, that'll be out soon. Still working through how to get that together, but I just wasn't thinking hard enough, and I figured out what to do to kind of get that to where it needs to be. So whenever we can just give it another go and finish it off, then I will get that out as soon as possible. But yeah, aside from that, like I say, appreciate y'all always. Always remember, don't underestimate, appreciate. Without further ado, gone.